everybody. How are you? Good morning. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's a beautiful day here in New Mexico. And I'm waking up trying to catch up on all things foodie beauty. So, a couple of things happened yesterday. She did a live called I Am Titanium. Is that a song lyric? Did that come from a song somewhere? On top of the live that she did, after her doing the rage eating in the mukbang where she ate the chicken and the chips and the coleslaw, and she was just mad for some reason. She went on her community post and she was obviously angry about many different things. And so she did a series of posts. And then after she did a series of posts, she deleted them all, which is on par for Foodie. When she's on a tear and she's got something to say and she's angry, she'll get on her community post. She'll post like 4 or 5 times and then delete everything. I'm not quite sure why she does that. Maybe it's to release herself from any liability with YouTube in case anything that she's posted will get her in trouble with YouTube. But anything she posts on her community post, within seconds of her posting it, it's going to end up on Twitter anyway. So yeah, she did that. She went on her community post. She raged. After raging in the video and airing her grievances in a video, and then she did a live where she was a bit calmer, but there was a bunch of ruckus that happened in the chat. Let's see. She was blocking people. She was letting her mods block people. People were still complaining about that. It was just a complete mess. Absolute mess. And the ads are still going crazy on her lives and her videos. So she's trying to milk as much as she can off of Google AdSense, just trying to get that money up. But I wanted to go over the stuff on Twitter. The community posts that she posted are also on Twitter, as well as all the usual Twitter stuff. And then we'll get into the live. And we'll just jump around if we need to and just cover what we have to and then just call it a day until she posts something else. Before we get into that, having watched some of the community post and the live, I just have this to say. You know, looking at it all, knowing Foodie cycles, knowing her temper, knowing how she operates, she's got a lot of anger inside of her. And it's anger that keeps getting misdirected. She's not applying the anger where it needs to be. And she's not using her anger intelligently. And it is possible to use anger intelligently. You can take anger and turn it into determination and get things done. But she never does that. She's never had that moment where she has a private moment and she looks in the mirror and she gets angry at herself, which is what she needs to do. She needs to get angry at herself. She needs to say to herself, I got myself into this mess. I created all these problems and I'm the only one that can fix it. Blaming other people and pointing fingers is not going to fix anything. True results are only going to come when I bring them about. So pointing a finger at anybody in girl world, a reactor, an audience member, is not going to solve anything. She always puts the anger where it doesn't belong and where it doesn't need to be, and there'll be no solution for said problem. Like, she goes off on the YouTube underground in her community post and also her live. She goes off on Kalari. Just, Chantal, what do those people have to do with what's going on with you right now? Do Yabo or Kalari or any other reactor have anything to do with your health issues? Did they cause your health issues? Are they preventing you from getting healthy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I don't know where this sudden burst of anger at Girl World is coming from. I mean, it's not as if Girl World is saying anything they haven't said a million times before. Maybe Your anger is coming from the fact that maybe there's a part of you inside that you're tired of wearing the mask. You know about that mask, the mask that you've been wearing and trying to pretend that your world is fine, you're healthy, you've got a handsomest man that takes care of you and loves you. And you know deep down that's not the truth. And girl world is seen through that mask all this time. These past 2 years, we all know it's a lie. It's a scam. It was a business deal between you and Salah from the jump. It's all based on money and opportunity. It's never been about emotion. I mean, let's be real. You and Salah didn't even know each other when you jumped into this marriage. So, how can it be about emotion or emotional ties? It was strictly a business arrangement and transaction. And because it was, there are no emotional ties. He is not bound to you in any way. He is not attached to you in any way. Maybe you guys are just friends. At the very most, you're just friends. But he doesn't want to be in love with you. He doesn't love you. It's just like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Maybe you want more than that, but you'll never have it. And that is part of the reason why you get angry, because you want more than what you're paying for, and you'll never get it. And girl world's been calling this a sham marriage from the jump. And you're miserable and you are unhappy. And let's be honest, Salah is miserable and unhappy. Yet the two of you are stuck together for different reasons. You need each other for different reasons. And neither one of you is going to cut the string because of those reasons. So you choose your unhappiness every day. And every day you have the option to cut it off. And you choose not to, and he chooses not to. But maybe all of this misdirected anger is you being angry with girl world because we can see the truth. We've been seeing the truth. We've been speaking the truth. And truth, for someone like yourself that lies so much, it's the antivirus, isn't it? You want to go on with your delusional infection in your mind. This is my happy little world. This is my happy place. But here comes the antivirus. Want to come through with reality to be the antidote. And you're not complaining about your suffering when you are the master and creator of your own suffering. So that's just all I wanted to say about that for now. But let's get into the Twitter stuff. Let's get into the community post and all the wonderful things that people have posted on Twitter. And then we'll cover part of Chantal's live. So let me just share the screen. Let's see. Are we where we need to be? Yes, very good. I'm such a prepared student today. I'm on it today. Good. All right. So here's a post from Words saying, remember this. If you don't heal what hurts you, you'll bleed on the people who didn't cut you. Did you hear that, Chantal? Let me read that again. If you don't heal what hurts you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you. Hurt people hurt other people. Just words to think about. Okay, so like these are her community posts. Let's go all the way back though, because this post has to do with the aftermath. So here's one of the posts, courtesy of Trashy Girly, saying, I've only one thing that popped in my mind. Hashtag girl world, hashtag foodie beauty. This is one of her posts. She says, walking every day, and no, not only 10 minutes, I do 10-minute intervals, but I do them more than once a day and increase each time, followed by only ordering out once in 10 days when I used to do every day is trying in progress. So that's a confession. That sounds like a partial confession that she was ordering out every day in Kuwait. Remember what she said about she's going to go to Kuwait and change her life? turn over a new leaf, and she has Salah as her partner and inspiration to help keep her on track. Didn't she say that it was great for her to be in Kuwait because she was closer to Allah and away from some of her vices? And here she is giving a partial confession that she's been in Kuwait and ordering out every single day. Okay. When I used to every day is trying in progress, especially compared to the other insecure, hateful blanks of girl world who make fun of any attempt at weight loss, but won't even show themselves on camera. Hi, Chantal. Screw all the way off with that BS. Unreal. I show myself on camera, but even for the people that don't show themselves on camera, this is not a fashion show. This is not Instagram. We're not claiming to be models working for Victoria's Secret. People don't have to show themselves on camera. If it helps make them a better, more relaxed reactor by not showing themselves, I say don't show yourself, use an avatar. Chantal, you're using a living avatar, if we're going to be honest. I mean, you come on camera with a bazillion filters dialed up to 100. So you're practically using an avatar. You're not showing your real self. And as far as people making fun of her weight, she likes to claim the defense that that is the number one thing we pick on, and that's the number one thing we talk about. Believe it or not, that is at the bottom of the list, because her problematic behavior is what we talk about the most. If we remark on her weight, it's because we're noticing she's gaining weight rapidly. And on top of the weight is the way that the weight is affecting her body. You know, like her breathing has gotten worse. Her movement has gotten worse. She's losing her mobility. Her toes and her fingers looking like they're purplish and blue. It's scary to see how her body is breaking down in front of us. Those of us have been watching her for years. That's what we're remarking on, like the rapid decline. The more she tries to deny it, the more her body is physically telling on her. And she hates the fact that a lot of people are noticing all these things. And no matter what she tries to do to cover it up, the more it just starts, popping right through. So that was one of her little rage posts. There's more. She did like 4 or 5 of them. Okay, but before we get into the next one, Fondue Pondu says, and there you go. Canada incoming. All Salah wants to do is go to Canada, and looks like she's made some promises. So let's see. So Teardrop Hermot says, I'd love to see King Beezer feel some cold weather. He says in reply, Teardrop, LOL, yeah, I can't wait. If he doesn't know by now he's not getting to Canada, he's about as smart as a box of rocks. He's about 3 hot dogs short of a half dozen. He's not getting to Canada. She doesn't have the steady, stable income to show anybody, to show that she would be a good sponsor. She's got bankruptcies on her record. She's got bad credit. They would never look at her and say, oh, yeah, you could sponsor this person to Canada. Not going to happen. He's got to know that by now. So I don't know what she said to him, if anything, but he's got to know it ain't going to happen, Salah. If that's the reason why you've been hanging on to Foodie, it's not going to happen, sir. No. Okay, here's another one of her community posts, courtesy of Florida Salt and Sass and Kristen. Florida Salt and Sass says, to further clarify for her, not enabling, holding accountable, and being honest equals hate to her. If you're being honest or concerned for her not treating her health conditions, you're going to get blocked. And again, this is courtesy of Kristen. Okay, so this is her being salty about unblocking people, and she's claiming it didn't go the way she wanted it to go. And before we get started with the post, I would just like to give my thoughts about why she's so angry. She probably thought that by unblocking a bunch of people, that there'd be a lot of membership signups and a lot of super chats, and that didn't happen. Like, the only reason why Chantal would even think about her block list is it's money motivated. She's broke. She needs money. She's looking for any quick, fast, easy way to make money. So this was her post saying, okay, so the unblocking didn't go as I thought it would, and people were attacking my mods, and quite frankly, y'all can keep your hate and stuff. Y'all can keep your hate and stuff it. So she just did the unblocking. So she's not explaining what she means by how she thought it would go. But I'm taking it as she thought it would mean more money in her pocket. I'm not going to jeopardize the presence of people who have been nothing but amazing and kind just for the entertaining of people who could really care less about me as a person. Chantal, even if you had an audience of people, every single one of them caring about you, honestly caring about you, concerned over you, what would that do? Would you change? Would you make an effort to take care of yourself? No. So why should anybody care about you? You don't even care about you. That's pretty evident because you come on camera drinking soda, eating pizza, having a little rage bang. You don't care about yourself. You're not going to inpatient. You're not going to therapy. Why should anybody care about you? Their care would be wasted. Their emotion would be wasted. You're not going to give back what you receive. I don't mind fun trolling, and heck, I really don't even care what anyone thinks about me. So troll me all you want, but I don't know why people have to be hateful for fun. You're hateful for fun? In the live we're about to review, you're sitting there talking about Yaba. So when it suits you, you can be hateful for fun, but nobody can like poke at you? Okay. So back to blocking, although many have been unblocked. And if you want to be unblocked, send me a DM or an email. Good night. I wonder, did you unblock everybody in case perhaps there might be some feedy people in that block list and you're suggesting for them to email you so you can go around the block with them and get some feedy money? I'm just asking questions. I'm asking questions. All right. What are some other posts here? Okay, here's another one. And again, why is she bringing up other people like Yaba, like Kalari? Why is she bringing up people? What does that have to do with her health journey? Not a doggone thing. She's doing the straw man arguments, the whataboutisms. What about this person? What about that person? What about them? What does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you? Chantal, you're the one getting on YouTube, doing your self-harm content in full view of the public and monetizing it. And you want everybody to not only watch you, but pay you to watch it. And nobody should be watching it, and nobody should be paying for it. Not the viewers, not the Beezers, not Google AdSense, nothing. But you are on YouTube to find people to fund and support all of your addictions. You're crowdfunding and crowdsourcing out your habits. And that's just facts. Because you on your own with a regular job could never do the things that you want to do with a regular income. You have to literally rely on a whole crowd of people to keep you funded and keep you going to continue and become worse. But let's look at this other post, courtesy of Snarky Priest. Snarky Priest says, Foodie Beauty tisk tisk. This sounds a lot like harassment, bullying, and hateful content. While I am not encouraging anyone to report this, I could see how it would totally be normal and understandable if all who read this wanted to. Okay, so for some reason she's bringing up Kalari and she's bringing up Yaba. And again, what do they have to do with her and her health journey? Nothing. But I'll read the post nevertheless, saying, and to the idiots claiming I made fun of Kalari for her exercise bike being squeaky. You do realize that she did call me a heifer first, followed by several hateful videos, right? Chantal, how many names have you called Yaba and FFG and everybody else? You have little pet names for everybody, but suddenly you're all up in arms because somebody called you a name. I didn't even know who this person was. So yes, when somebody who makes their exercise bike squeak under their own weight is calling me a heifer, I think I have a right to point that hypocrisy out. Ma'am, do you remember the Walmart scooter? Do you remember riding on the Walmart scooter and that thing was squeaking and groaning for its life? Yeah, I remember that. As totally different than a hateful piece of crap making a 2-hour live stream making fun of my attempts at bettering myself. I also saw comments that were laughing at my treadmill challenge to Scabba Dabba Doo Doo. She's talking about Yaba. How can you say it's not a challenge when she won't even do that much? Yaba's not on a health journey. You're claiming to be on one, Chantal. You're the one saying you're going to get your health together. You're the one that's on camera and you're 550 pounds. You're weird. Okay. On one side of the fence, if a reactor is of a smaller size, she can't react to you or he can't react to you because they're too skinny. On the other hand, if they're a little bit bigger, then you're going to insult them for their weight, even though you're super, super morbidly obese. There is no happy place for you. There is no right reactor at a certain weight, you know? Oh my God. I can't stand grown women who are obese, ma'am, who exist to make fun of other fat women. Ma'am, pot calling the kettle black, ma'am, you're super morbidly obese and you're making fun of other women who may potentially be obese. You don't think that's kind of hypocritical? It's weird. Grow up and be an example for Jesse's kids. Oh, she's getting personal here. She's getting personal. The last part of that is personal. I don't want to read it, but going in on Yaba for what? Going in on Yaba for what? Because you're not getting enough attention from Salah, because you're not getting enough soda or pizza or sweets from Salah, because he won't give you rewards every time you stand up and take a step. Life is not about constant treats and rewards, Chantal. Or I did some adulting. You should reward me. Just be an adult. Just be an adult. Snarky Priest says, Foodie Beauty, it looks like someone's fighting with her Prince Charming. And would you look at the new profile picture? No ring. What did you do this time, salad? Huh. Well, let's look at some of the posts. So look. Okay, you look, pay close attention to the posts, like one after the other. Look at the timing of these. So down here we have 1 hour ago, and then another one 51 minutes ago, and the next one is 14 minutes ago. She just kept going off and off and off and off and off. So it's like 2 hours ago, and then an hour later, another one, then 51 minutes later, then 14 minutes later. I mean, she just would not shut up. She wouldn't shut up. She would not shut up. What else we got here? And this clip from Perfectly Imperfect, I can't play it because this was during Chantal's Cuba rage and she was letting the F-bombs fly. But during this Cuba rage, she was going off on somebody for taking care of themselves. and exercising and eating right, telling people they need a burger. I mean, she was going off on people for, taking care of their bodies. Imagine that. Okay, so are we pretty much done here? Yeah, I think we're done for now. So let's just stop right here and let's just share the screen. Oh, excuse me. And we'll jump ahead if we need to. But like I said, this stream was a mess. This was a mess. The mods were in God mode. People were complaining about them. Chantal herself was blocking people. It was just a disaster, absolute disaster. And I'm here for the disaster if anybody wants to know. But let's go.
I still let him, like, if he sees people, like, he's mostly going to stay out of it and just, like, stick to, like, our couples channel, whatever. That can be a clean channel, whatever. I don't care, like, when we do vlogs. But if he sees somebody, like, downing him and stuff like that, then I said, whatever, just block them if you want or remove, like, whatever, For me, I don't care if people, make fun of me, whatever.
If you don't care if people make fun of you or criticize you, why did you do all those community posts? Why were you angry in your mukbang? Like, you were so defensive. I think you and Salah had words, or maybe you wanted other food besides the chicken and the French fries and the soda, and that's what he brought you, and you were angry about that. I think the two of you are fighting off camera and arguing off camera. I think he's at the end of his rope with you, and he just needs to get it through his head. You are not going to change. Your issue with food is over both of your heads. You need professional help, and he is not the one to give it to you. Just taking somebody's food away or limiting their portions, someone like you with your issues, it's not going to work. You need something more.
Whatever. Go for it. But yeah, I still have to do the treadmill, even if I had a cheat meal. We did, what the heck? Why did I draw this? What the heck is this? It's my only grapefruit. I'm savoring it. I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Like, before I forget. So Dusty Metformin Tablet says she did talk about doing text to speech. Like, she's going to set that up, doing text to speech. For those that are wondering, well, what exactly is that? What is text to speech? Well, for anybody that's been on Twitch before, text to speech, you can set up your page to where if somebody has a message for you, like, say, it's almost like a super chat, but it's spoken aloud by a voice, and you could pay whatever amount so that whatever it is you're typing gets spoken. She's going to try to set that up because she thinks that's a way to make good money. That if people have hateful things to say, that they'll pay to do text to speech, because regular super chats, the people that are trolls, they've caught on to what she's doing. That she'll poke at everybody and then go live and then wait for the hate super chats to come in. Everybody's caught on to that game. So now she's got to switch it up. So let's do text to speech. You got something evil to say to Chantal. If you want text to speech, you got to pay a certain amount for the text to speech to go through. So yeah, that's one of her little latest ideas on how to bank.
The chicken meal was today. So I'm gonna make Saturdays because I was supposed to. I'm gonna have like an order out cheat meal like once a week. It's gonna be a cheat.
She's already planning. She's already planning. She's like, I'm planning to have a cheat meal once a week. I think she's already cheating. Honestly. Because if she were really cutting it all the way down, She'd be losing her mind right about now. She's way too calm when it comes to food, which points in the direction she's eating before she comes on camera. She's eating something. Chantal has said she's got to eat every 2 hours. So, if she's on a health journey and she's not able to eat her sweet stuff and her soda, like, how is she maintaining control? She doesn't have any coping skills or coping mechanisms. Chantal, we know what's going on off camera. Okay, we're not dumb.
Cheat meal, not a cheat day. Because the whole day would be too much.
Chantal, you're a food addict. And we know how you roll, mama. We know how you roll. You could say, talking about, I'm going to have a cheap meal. You always got to read the fine print when it comes to Chantal, because the fine print matters. If she says, I'm just going to have a cheap meal, well, that one cheap meal will be equal to several meals, because she does eat the portion of like 4 to 6 people. So she can eat 2 or 3 days worth of calories in one sitting and say, oh, it was just one meal. Yeah, for a family of 5, not for you, but that'll be her way of justifying it and rationalizing it. It was just one meal. I ate all the food at once. Therefore, I kept my word. And that's just the rules I made up. We know how your meals are, Chantal.
But I don't think I'm going to make it heavy fried food. Like maybe next time I'll have sushi. I've been craving sushi. So I'll save that for the next time we order out. Pizza, no, because I can make a good pizza here. Like my pita pizzas, they don't give me heartburn. Yeah, hey Amber Chick, they don't give me heartburn. But yeah,
there are idiots in her chat. Okay, I'm going to point a finger at this person. To make an example, BKD says, let's maybe not treadmill tonight and eat something instead. Hi, Feedy. BKD, you're a Feedy. You must be. You're suggesting for her to eat. Does she really need to eat? Does she look like she's starving? Does she? You're a Feedy. You must be. For you to suggest for her to eat. There are Feedies in her chat. That's just one of them. Let's eat something instead. Why? She's doing a live. She doesn't need to eat right now. There are people in the chat that just want to talk to her. How can they talk to her if she's stuffing her face? If you're hungry, you go eat something. Go stuff your face. You gain about 500 pounds and then tell me how you feel. That's the one weird thing about the Feedy people. They would never do to themselves what they expect somebody else to do for them. They would never ruin their health or give themselves diabetes or high blood pressure or high blood sugar. No. They're going to save their own body, but they expect somebody else to ruin their body for their fetish. That's why I am not down with the Feedy fetish. It's self-harm content. It's other people persuading other people to hurt themselves when it's on the extreme side. I do realize that, the Feedy fetish doesn't have to be extreme. And if it's not extreme, it's okay. But when it's really extreme and it involves somebody else becoming very, very sick, I'm not down with that. I'm not. But BKD, you just kind of outed yourself as being a Feedy.
he doesn't like hearing bad things about me. Yeah, that's true. Angela, and I don't like hearing bad things about him. Let's keep the treadmill. Yeah, I want to do some treadmill because I want to walk off some of that meal, hoping it makes me feel better. Because
that's always a mistake. When you sit there and you eat a bunch of food and then you try to exercise, what happens? You feel sick. You get that cramp in your side. It's always a good idea to wait to exercise like an hour or two after your meal, not to exercise while your body is digesting all the food. Like, she should know this.
You know, I don't have any like dill pickles.
You don't need any.
Sushi sounds so good. No, no, no. Text to speech. I haven't set that up yet. This is just going to be a normal stream. I'm going to set up like a little stream area. Like probably by tomorrow, I should have it set up. I have a corner of the couch in the other room. I'm going to use it instead of this chair and just sit back. Just let people talk crap, I guess. I don't know. Hey, private dancer. I'm not going to make it a day. I've decided to make it a cheat meal. Yeah. The Oreo soda sent me into a spiral. Hi,
Yep.
Mike. I mean, I knew I would hit a wall at some point because, you know,
No, you didn't hit a wall. You wanted the soda. You know you have an issue with food. You know one of your trigger foods is sugar, carbs. And you whined and you nagged until you got the soda, which made you what? Want another soda, which led to also you eating the pizza and then having your cheat meal, which weirdly it didn't seem like you were very happy with it. You know, one thing leads to another. And you can't claim ignorance or innocence, Chantal. You've had your food issue for years. You know what triggers you, you know what's going to make you spiral, and you go straight forward. That's why when you say you're going on a health journey, I don't believe you. Because, we've been down this path before. You've been down this path before. I don't see any significant change. You haven't changed at all. You're the same person that you were 8 years ago. In fact, you've gotten a little bit worse, but you've not gotten better. If you've gotten better, I would say, yeah, you've gotten better in this respect. I would give you credit where credit was due, but I can't give you any credit since you haven't earned it. Do you understand? I'm fair, but I'm also honest. If you made honest life changes that you were sticking to it, I would give you credit. But you're not making any changes. All you do is promise change, but you don't make change happen.
they're going to happen. Like nobody, I don't think anybody in history has hopped on on a wagon and has never fallen off. And like, I'm going to keep going. Like, I don't consider that a fall off though. Like it's a planned cheat meal. So it's going to be every Saturday. I'll record what I have, but the way my tummy feels, it's like I have the worst heartburn.
What are you eating off camera? What's causing the heartburn?
So yeah, it's that each I did log the calories. Like each piece of that roasted chicken has about 500 calories. It's a lot of calories, but burgers and fries.
Okay, so what was the total number of calories for the roasted chicken, the French fries, the sauce that you were putting on the French fries, and the soda? And somebody pointed this out on Twitter, and I'm sorry I can't give you proper credit. So whoever said this, I apologize. They pointed out that when you first started out the mukbang, you had bags and bags of stuff. What happened to those bags and bags of stuff, that other food? Where did that go? You showed 2 pieces of roasted chicken, French fries, and a very small soda. What was in the rest of those bags? Did you eat the rest of that stuff off camera? Probably.
Yeah, once you're not used to eating like that much in that kind of food, but I'll tell you, it's a little like it did. I don't know. If it was very tasty, but at the same time, I don't like the way I feel right now. You
And yet you continue doing it.
know. So I think I'll try to make my cheat meal, like an order out meal, a little healthier than that. Something like maybe like sushi doesn't really hurt my stomach. It wasn't a family bucket. Yeah, it was 2 chicken breasts. Okay, the unblocking, I don't know. Like I unblocked a whole bunch of people. So Thanks, Private Dancer. Cheat meal a week is reasonable. Yeah. My blood sugars are still, I mean, they're not really like amazing. You know, 8 for a blood sugar. Like when I wake up, it's usually like 10. And then by the end of the day, when I test it again, it's like 8.5 because I've taken probably my meds. But that's still kind of, that's high. And that's not what I want them to be. I want them to be more normal. And there's a lot of things that I'm still eating that I know are not diabetic friendly, but I'm just
Oh, yeah, like what? Don't gloss past that. What exactly are you eating and when are you eating it? Because it would make sense if you're waking up in the morning after sleeping and your blood sugar is still very high. Could that be because before bed you're stuffing yourself stupid with food like carbs and sugar? And so your blood sugar is high even while you're sleeping. Something to think about, Chantal. You can eat a bunch of carbs and a bunch of sugar, but just because you go to bed doesn't mean you can't have a medical event while you're sleeping. I mean, it's a possibility. Just because you go to sleep doesn't mean your blood sugar says, "Oh, she's going to sleep. So we're not going to go up anymore. We're not going to spike." Yeah, a medical event can happen while you're sleeping.
trying to get through the first phase of getting the binge eating and everything under control because
Can I ask you a question, Chantal? This is just an honest, sincere question. You've been on YouTube for 8 years. And you know the naughty no list of things that you can't talk about on YouTube because if you do, you're going to get the dreaded yellow dollar sign or the red dollar sign. And for those who are not aware of what that means, the yellow dollar sign means limited ads. And the red dollar sign means you can't monetize your live or your video at all. And she knows you can't talk about BED. You can't monetize that. So for someone who wants to make money so badly, you want to make the most, you insist on talking about things you know YouTube has a problem with. My question is why? Is it for sympathy? You want to paint yourself as the damsel in distress being tied to the railroad tracks? I can't help myself. It's not my fault. I'm a victim because ain't nobody buying it. You're an adult. And if you want help, help is out there. You just have to reach out for it and you got to be ready for it. But I don't understand how someone like yourself, that you want money, you insist on doing things that get you dinged by YouTube using the profanity, talking about BED. You know, as soon as you do that, the bots are going to pick that stuff up and basically give you a smack on the bottom. Why do that? Why do you talk about things you know YouTube has a problem with if you need money so badly?
you know, um, like just doing a lot of research from like dietitians who specialize in diabetes, like online. There's a ton, like there's things that, are really not good, like bagels. They're not good for diabetics. Teardrop high. No, stuff Kay said. So, yeah. So I put out community posts through like a couple of new rules I'm going to try. Mods are basically like honorary. So, um, I don't even think you guys have blocking power, but you have the ability.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have blocking power. You know, like she's here. She's going to tell her mods to put people in timeout, and then I heard later on that she herself starts blocking people. But one of the problems with her channel is that she is letting the mods just run amok in her live chats, blocking people left and right. You know, they're hungry with power, and she lets them get away with it when she could put her foot down and say, remember whose channel this is. Remember whose chat this is. You're a mod, but it's my channel. And you shouldn't be going nuts and blocking people because that hurts my channel. Use wise discretion when you block somebody or you put them in timeout. Don't do it unless you absolutely have to, and if they're being a complete jerk. But mods like Teardrop has too much power. Chantal lets her have it, and she abuses it. And I love that for Chantal. Like Chantal herself is ruining her channel, but mods like Teardrop are just making things worse. Hey, like attracts like, as they say.
To time people out and remove comments, unless it's like constant spamming, um, extremely hateful, uh, like really hateful, like racist and Islamophobic and just stuff like that. I don't really care like what people say about me.
Chantal, you want to do text to speech. I be real careful with text to speech. Because if you think people sending messages or super chats with racist, hateful things is bad, wait till you get a taste of text to speech. There is a way to stop certain things from being said, but I'm not going to tell you how because I'm not here to help you. But I'm just saying. You're looking at text to speech as a way to make more money, but that is going to backfire. The trolls are going to have a fine time with text to speech, and that's all I'm going to say.
I don't care. Like if people want to be cheeky, if people want to come in here and say their opinions, if you guys have problems with each other, if people are attacking you in the chat, click the name, block them. You will never see their comments again, which actually is really helpful. Hey, Carolina. Yeah, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. Hey, Angela. Hey, Angela. Glumpy. Trustworthy. So basically, yeah, you can voice your opinions. So I don't really want blocking unless it's like extreme. Otter League.
I remember back in the day when Chantal didn't care if people got blocked. Yeah, I was there during the Crackhead Olympics, and literally she would sit there and block 50, 60, 70 people at a time and did not care about it. She would get in one of her moods. We used to call it the nattertude because it would always show up after she spent a weekend or a week with Natter and they were partying on the party favors, especially the white powder variety. Yeah. So she would be up and partying on the party powder. And then she would come home and the crash afterwards just, it made her really rude and nasty. And she would take out her rude, nasty mood on her viewers. And she would say, "Who wants to be blocked?" And her little block finger would be flying all over the screen. Her viewers were walking on eggshells. She's just blocking people. That's how her block list got so large. And she was operating under the feeling of, it doesn't matter if I block people because I'm so popular. I'm such an it girl. More people are going to come in and more people are going to buy memberships. So it doesn't matter if I block people that tick me off or they just breathe the wrong way. But she's arrived at a place where the turnover on her channel has slowed down. Like, not as many people are buying memberships, not as many people are buying the super chats, and she's broke and she's desperate. And she's like, let me go back to my block list and unblock everybody in hopes that some of them might be people that might tip me or buy a membership. Like, she is scraping the bottom of the barrel with a spoon, trying to get whatever she can off the bottom to feed herself.
I don't think you should unblock people. You always block for a reason. I know, but whatever. I mean, I don't know, Iona. No, they can't. Fatal Bunny, leave Teardrop alone. No attacking my mods. Yeah. Yeah. Wobetide, you're welcome. Um, Stop tattling.
You know, I honestly think that Chantal wants people to fight in her chat. She likes the drama. She really does. And she's like, if there's drama in the chat, that means more people are going to come in and fight, which is going to mean more views for me. It's like, that's the angle that she's taken with all of this.
Okay, well, you have to go because you're being mean to my mod. You're being mean to Teardrop because there's no need for that. Okay, I blocked them, Teardrop. So, um, yeah. Am I learning Arabic? No.
Why not?
Okay. Yeah, no, Aubrey, I'm not kidding because Teardrop has been nothing but super supportive to me. So for someone to come in here and just attack her for like no reason and just be constantly negative like that, forget it. No, Goatsy, I see you. Okay, guys. Elementary school class, yeah. It's actually really hard to like moderate a chat. Like, I don't, like it's just craziness all the time. Ted Roddy, and people don't get along with each other. Some people are more sensitive than others, but okay. So I have my playlist for the treadmill.
There's so much awkward silence with her lives. She leans too much on her chat to give her something to talk about versus coming to the table and having something ready to discuss. You know, give people something to focus on that's interesting. Moving on, boring. Hold on.
Some songs, yeah. I'm sure you guys know which ones. I'm sure you can guess. Can you guess? Hold on, I'm just turning around to lift my hijab to put this on. Excuse me. But I mean, luckily, certain songs I can still listen to. No, the weekend, which is sad. Why can't I listen to it?
The only reason why you liked The Weekend was because of Natter. Before that, you were into like the 90s rock music, Chantal. That's what she grew up to, but you probably still listen to The Weekend. You probably still do. I mean, you still talk about Natter. It's so traumatizing, but I'm still going to talk about him. Okay.
Floppers back here? No, Miss Mara. No, we're crazy, bro. Are we having dinner? No. I might eat something small after, like some broccoli.
Okay, so this person, EE, says, at Flop Era, I blame him, meaning Salah, for the chicken meal. He was supposed to control her and failed. Are you guys just, what's wrong with you? As if Salah could control Chantal. As if he could. Even if he could control her, he can't control her addiction to food. That is out of his control. That's out of her control. Why are you guys over there thinking that he could just take her food away or deny her takeout and she's all better? That's not reasonable. That doesn't make sense.
Broccoli. Hi, tattoo chick. I'll have like maybe 500 calories left for the day. Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, everybody. Yeah.
Like, we're not even 20 minutes into this live, and she's like, I'm just here. I'm just watching the clock. Salah told me I had to be on for at least 2 hours, so I'm going to let the clock roll by.
I'm procrastinating. I don't want to go. I do look friggin' burnt out, eh? No, I'm just like, what the heck's wrong with me? Ew. You eat like crap? One meal and you look like crap? No.
No, that's more than just one meal. I think it's more than a few meals. You and Salah having some arguments. That's what led to you raging on your community post and in the video. That was your way of getting back to him, because as I pointed out in my react, Chantal, a lot of that sounded like you talking to him without being in front of him. Like, you were saying things like, I'm tired. I've been cooking 10 days in a row. Don't I deserve a cheat meal? These are things you would say to your alleged partner, not to your audience, to your partner. If they're pushing you to do something you don't want to do, that would be the conversation that you would have. But you didn't want to have the conversation in private. You wanted to have it publicly, and in a way, sort of kind of threaten him with the idea of, I'm angry, you're making me angry, and you know what happens when I get angry, that sort of thing.
Hamburger? No, hamburger is like this, like that. Carb high. Yeah. I'm eating Domino's pizza. It's not the best pizza, but it's okay. Yeah, I wonder, like, Domino's is probably different in every country that they have one, you know? Stay hydrated, yeah. It's Sunday now. I know. Hey, Buzzball. Yeah, Salah had way more chicken than me. I
Oh, gee, you're blaming the. He had way more than me. Well, where's the proof of that? Anybody believe that Salah ate more chicken than Chantal? Because I don't. I really, really don't. I mean, Salah's not. He can't be that stupid that if he brings her a bunch of food, that he dares to stick his hand in the chicken bucket and take out a piece of chicken, knowing that she'll probably bite his hand off. Or if she doesn't do that, if he takes any food away from her, once she finishes it all, she'll be back around an hour or two later wanting more food. So he'd rather let her have all of it and be left alone in peace for the rest of the night than to take a little bit. And then an hour or two later, she's like, I'm hungry. You know, he knows her.
wasn't calorie counting, but I decided to just check it out to see, like, because I wasn't sure. Hey, Mike. Match. I'm gonna put you guys maybe on the treadmill. Hey, Tracy. I didn't break my diet. It's just a cheat meal. Once a week.
There was no diet to begin with. That's why you didn't break it. And diets don't work for somebody that they have a food addiction, y'all. Diets are just little things that you do when you don't have a problem with food, that you just want to lose, some bikini weight, 10, 20 pounds. They're temporary things to lose like a teeny bit of weight. But someone like her, she needs a complete lifestyle change and she needs therapy. And no diet in the world, I don't care if it's keto, I don't care if it's Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, diets don't work for people who have severe, intense issues with food. Diet plans don't work for us. It's not meant for us. It's meant for people that don't have severe issues wrapped around food. So she was never on a diet. She's not restricting. She's finding excuses and reasons and ways to continue behind the camera.
Yeah, I did a half an hour on the treadmill yesterday.
No, you didn't.
10 minutes at a time. And right now, I don't know how long I'm going to do. I'll try to go as long as I can. You know? No, look, the neighbors never complain. Maybe there's no one living below us. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be really cool. My cheat meal was what I had in my mukbang. The chicken
What about the other stuff in the other bags you didn't show people? What about that food?
is definitely better. Definitely better. Hi, Buttercup. They don't have the Adams Family Burger King. No, they don't.
Okay, she's talking about food. Let's scoot ahead a little bit because I don't need any of the food talk today.
Put my earphones back? I don't get it. It's hot in here. Refresh. Yo. Why is it not finding my earphones? Maybe I have to ask so. um
And I'm looking at the chat. People are complaining about people getting blocked. So she's blocking people and the mods are blocking people. And this person, NM, says there is a hidden mod in the shadows. And yes, that can happen too. There can be mods that you can't see them, but they are blocking.
yeah.
Okay, so I want to address this comment. Carolina says so many people get blocked on y'all's favorite reaction channels and don't say a peep. That's because the people that are on the reaction channels, like most of them are very fair about blocking people. Usually it's for racist stuff. Like I do live chats when I do my tarot lives, and on occasion I will get people that try to use the N word. They'll type it out one letter at a time, or they'll be really hateful. And yeah, they get blocked, and rightfully so. If you're coming into my chat and from the jump, your main focus is to cause trouble and disrupt the chat and make it not fun, I got to get rid of you. I'm nice though. I'll tell you, look, behave yourself or you're going to get blocked. I'll give you a warning. But if you continue to act the fool or say something that might sound racist, you got to go. You're just there to cause problems. But people on reaction channels, the reactors, they don't sit there and block, and let the mods run their chat. See, that's what Chantal's chat is about. She's letting the mods run her chat and run people off when she should be putting her foot down and telling her mods what time it is.
Yeah, I did that twice. Forgets. High res. It's like I don't know which one is like. There's all these things with numbers. Like, look at it. It's all number stuff. What? Yeah, Becca, that would be nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused why Chantal has that many connectors on her phone. Are is that from everybody in the building? I don't know. Weird. Like, what is she trying to do? Is she trying to connect to somebody else's Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or something? Why are there so many connecting points?
Like, I want people to be in here and chat freely, but I don't want people attacking my mods. I don't want people attacking people I care about, my husband, stuff like that. So, but I wish I could find my. Let me try.
Well, she's just gonna eat up all kinds of time with this, my Bluetooth doesn't work business. Moving on.
No hate, teardrop. If anyone's like giving you hate, block them. Seriously, whatever. I said the rules. Doesn't mean come in and abuse people. AJ!
Oh Lord, the cat earphones. I can't. No, those look like pig ears, and don't even on her head right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those headphones are not giving what you think they are. That's all I'm gonna say.
Or just remove their comments, whatever. Just like, I don't know. Now everyone will. What does everyone have to come after?
One moment. Okay, let's continue.
After my mods, like directly, unless you want to be blocked. Like, I don't get it. Just bees. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see if it works. I hope it works, please. It's not going to. Oh. Okay. It's not nice. It's not fair. It's not fair to those who've been supporting me like this whole time. Do you know what I mean? So it's not.
And the mods going crazy and blocking people. It's turning people off because here's somebody right here. Whitebird says, "Good idea. I'll leave. Bye." Chantal, when are you going to get it? Your mods are not the ones paying your bills. Your mods are not the ones paying the rent in the Oceanside villa, nor are they paying the bills and the rent for the apartment that Salah has, I'm sure, away from you. And they're not paying for your food, and they're not paying for your trips to Thailand or Canada. It's the viewers and Google AdSense. Your viewers are the ones that are giving you the freedom to live the life that you're living. Your mods aren't funding all of that. So maybe you should, focus more on your viewers because without them, where would you be? Do you have the option of getting a regular job? No, because no one would hire you. You're not in any kind of good shape where you could get a regular job and be on your feet or sit at a desk and answer phones. You haven't been in the workforce for years. You don't have the temperament. You don't know how to talk to people. You're not nice. You're lazy. The jobs that you did have, you got fired for not showing up or showing up late or eating your lunch hour way past the time that you were supposed to. I mean, this is all you got, girl. You should be more focused on making your viewers happy.
Fair. Um. Oh, I gotta turn them on. What the hell's with these?
One thing I am loving about those headphones, I know from experience that a lot of headphones, especially if they're too small, they hurt your ears. They are so painful. I mean, you guys can see I got little teeny tiny ears, right? I've tried wearing headphones, and the edges of the headphones press on the soft cartilage of the top part of my ears, and they hurt. They give me a headache. Or your head starts to hurt at the top where the headphones are sitting on your head. So those headphones look really, really small on her. They've got to be gripping her head like a vice. And I love that for her.
Power on. I think they're dead. Wait. They're dead. I can't do it. They light on. This is power off. Power off. They don't block for no reason, Seaside. And you're not even.
So there's a lot of drama going on in the chat right now because Teardrop herself, before she mentioned that she's got a bunch of pets. She has a dog, and she's got, I think, one or two cats, and one of the cats had kittens, and the dog attacked one of the kittens or two of the kittens and unalived them. And it's happened more than once. So people in the chat are giving her crap about that. And I would give her crap about that too, because if you're a pet owner and if you have cats and dogs, and if you have a dog who's not cat friendly and they've gone after your cats, especially at a time when your cat has had little ones, you should make a point to keep the mother cat and her kittens safe. And obviously, Teardrop has not done that. So you're an irresponsible idiot that way, Teardrop.
Been blocked. No, it's not connecting to Bluetooth, so I tried. No, cats are not halal. No, because I don't know where it takes a special plug also, and we actually.
He's just going on and on about these headphones. Next, boring.
But I let people come in here and just attack people that have been so good to me. Like, no, it's not.
You know what? She's a content creator. This is her channel. She has full control over everything on her channel, from the content that she posts to how people behave in the chat. She's letting this drama continue on purpose because it gets people talking. It gives her something to talk about. She could take control of this whole thing if she wanted to. She just doesn't want to. She really doesn't want to.
Gonna fly. If I unblocked everybody, if you want to come in and bees and have fun, that's different, you know? But yeah, just shut up about the mods, Kiara, or you're gone too. All right? Thank you.
You know, anybody getting blocked by Chantal, are you really losing anything? Is it really that much of a loss? If she blocks you, what are you losing? You're losing access to a channel with a content creator who's not doing entertaining content, who's doing self-harm content and expecting to get paid for it. It's letting her mods run amok and block people and run her channel. What exactly are you losing access to? If you want to keep up with Chantal, there are tons of reaction channels. Like, you don't have to watch me if you don't want to. There's all different kinds of reaction channels and clip channels and archive channels. You want to keep up with her without the hassle. There's a bazillion ways to do it without the headache. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you want an alternative, there you go.
Yeah, the ad settings have changed. We don't, yeah, nobody blocks for no reason.
You sure about that? You don't know.
Okay, this one can go. Yeah, I'm blocking them, Teardrop. Don't you go anywhere. I'm blocking them. Don't you go anywhere. Complaining are the ones saying derogatory. I know, yeah. They can go. If anyone's being hateful to you, got two mods, just block them, guys. I give you permission to. All right, Kiara. Not everybody needs to be blocked. Just people who are. Yeah, little kicks. Here we go. Why would I? Did I ever say that I'm going to allow everybody to come in here and attack my mods? Why the fuck would I do that? Can you?
Woo, she's using the bad language. She's mad. So this person says, here we go. Here we go. Block Happy Betty in a full effect, and that set her off.
Give me a reason? Like, are you insane? Yes, you must be. Would you let people attack people who've supported you for so long? And like they come for Teardrop as a
Ma'am, I'm going to say it again. You got it backwards. You say, these people have supported me. Are they paying your bills? Are they paying your rent? Are they paying Salah's bills? Are they paying Salah's rent? Are they buying your food? I think the answer to all of that is no. The people that are supporting you are the people that are coming into your chat, talking to you and giving you a view because that puts money in your pocket. Idiot. Get it straight. The mods are not paying you anything unless they are. They're not making you money. And then blocking people is actually costing you money versus the people coming into your chat that are giving you a view and possibly a super chat. Those are the ones that are paying you. Those are your true supporters. And right now, what matters the most to you? The emotional support that the mods are giving you, or the financial support that you're really looking for to the point where you're so desperate for cash, you unblocked everybody just hoping for a little bit of coin in your pocket at the end of it all.
as a troll or to trigger. Like it's just stupid. I'm like, no, that's too childish. Y'all can get bent and kiss my ass. I said block hateful stuff. Yeah. I don't care if you talk about me. I don't care. Okay? Say what you want.
She wants you guys to talk about her. She's a narcissist. Talk about me. Me. Why are you talking about my mods? It's my channel. I'm live. Why aren't you talking about me? I want everybody to talk about me. I don't want you guys talking about my mods.
Want about me, make fun of me, whatever way. And bees and troll me. But if you're talking about Salah, if you're talking about my mods in a hateful way and you're just not letting up, you're making the chat not fun for everyone. So I have to do what.
Ma'am, stop. You're not making it fun for everyone. What exactly are you doing to make things fun for your viewers? You know, I've been reacting to you for so long. I can't remember the last time I saw your chat having fun. And I'm not telling a lie by saying that. That's just facts. When is the last time your chat has had a laugh with you? That they had fun? Like it was fun to be part of your chat? When is the last time? And yet I can go into different chats all over YouTube, like reaction channel chats, and they're always fun. Yeah, there's some serious stuff that's being discussed, but the reactors, they work hard to keep the funny in with the serious. Like I mod for the House of Hannibal, and it's always a fun time over there. He's always trying to make people laugh. When is the last time that you've tried to get people to have fun in your chat? I don't think you ever have. I don't think you care enough to make sure that people have fun and they laugh with you and they get to forget about life for a while. You're not that invested into your audience the way you expect them to be invested in you.
It's best for the chat. So that's it. And people, my mods are my mods for a reason. They've been supporting me for a long, long time. I'm giving Carolina her her mod back. And you know what? It's just not turning out how I thought it would be. I thought people would just come in here and have fun, and people always saying, "Unblock me, unblock me." I unblock people.
Yeah, she was expecting that the moment she unblocked everybody, that there might be people in the block list that would send her super chats and buy memberships, and it would boost her views. Like, that was her main motivation, not because she cared about people. She wants the money. She's motivated by reward. We all know that. Like, she's not going to do anything unless she gets a reward. So the reward that she was expecting from unblocking people was a boost in views and a boost in money. And I'm so happy to see that she's not getting much in the way of super chat. She probably thought she would maybe making money hand over fist. She's just not getting it through her head. Her glory days are gone, and they're never coming back. They're just trying to ride on the vapors of the past and think that she's going to be just swimming in money forever. It's not happening. The money is dropping off. The views are dropping off. The viewers are bored. And she is not taking all of that in consideration and forming a different plan of attack and using different tactics to keep people interested. For some reason, she thinks the name Foodie Beauty means something. And it doesn't mean what you think it does, Chantal. You're a nothing burger with a side of nada fries on YouTube. You always have been. You have no talent. You're not creative. You're not bringing anything new to the table. You hopped on the mukbang trend and you rode it for as long as you could. You're still riding it, but you're not taking it in different directions to keep people interested. And you wonder why people are getting bored.
Give you another chance. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Stop. I like this comment. Before it goes away, Persumi says you're cutting off your nose to spite your face in terms of your channel. You can't ask people to watch ads when nobody is left in here. Boom. Exactly. Like, she knows the number of people in her chat are going down. So what she's trying to do is like overcompensate in the wrong way by upping the ads, and all that's going to lead to is more people leaving, especially if the mods are blocking left and right. It's just like it's a double negative, double damage.
So that's it. Just don't talk about them in a bad way and you'll be fine. Hey Maddie, this chicken has made me so thirsty. Hi babe.
Wait, she ate chicken, was it yesterday? No, this was probably done after the chicken. Yeah, protein will make you thirsty because protein takes the most amount of water in your body to digest.
Thanks for the super chat. Maybe on the days where, I have like text to speech, you guys can talk all your crap. Like, you're going to have to pay to do it.
I'm betting dimes to donuts that when she turns on text to speech, that's going to be disastrous. There's going to be a lot of people saying some out of pocket things that might get in trouble with YouTube, but don't tell her. Just let it happen. Let her find out.
But if you want to be that way, then just, I don't know. No, he's not free game if Salah's on my channel. It's my channel. I make the rules. So why would I let people attack somebody that I love and care about? Y'all can make fun of me all you want. Hi, Ava. But there's no need to make fun of other people like that. So many mean people. There are, yeah.
What are you playing with? You playing with your toys? You playing with your toys?
Okay, we're dwelling too much on this drama. Is there anything else?
And see how long she can do it. 1.9.
Oh, God.
Go on the treadmill. Do it.
Oh, wait. I guess we're at the part where she's going after Yaba. What does Jabba have to do with her health journey? Absolutely nothing. What does she care what's going on Jabba's side of the fence? Why? Don't get it.
Treadmill race. Yeah, we'll do it. Let's go. Let's go. Shut up, Nikita. My shirt looks looser. Thank you. It is. Thanks, Monica. I love you.
You know, I think she purposely talks about certain reaction channels because she's poking to get those said reaction channels to talk about her, because she knows if the reaction channels don't talk about her, she loses relevance. Like she's a nothing burger on YouTube and she knows it. So it's like, let me just poke at certain people, especially the bigger reaction channels, because they have the biggest audience. I'm poking at them and I'm pointing a finger at them because I want them to talk about me, because without them talking about me, nobody would care.
Hi, Julia.
And if I die, who's going to feed your kids?
Oh, geez. We're back to that again. Chantal, you claiming that you pay all of us. You're the reason we keep on living, and we don't make money any other way except for you. We're back to that again. That is so tired. It's so tired. It's so played out, girl. You don't pay anybody's bills. You can't even pay your own doggone bills. You're not paying your bills. Your Beezers are paying your bills. Google AdSense and YouTube are paying your bills. Ma'am, if we're going to be honest, you're not going out and working. This is not work for you. What do you mean? Trying to act like you're the boss of all of us and you pay all of our bills. Are you kidding me? Stop. Please stop. You're embarrassing yourself. You can't even make money for yourself. You can't make money for the rest of us.
So you better be very grateful that I'm walking on this treadmill 10 minutes a day to keep your crappy channel alive. All right? Thank you.
Let's go, baby.
You better walk on that treadmill 10 minutes a day to keep your channel alive. You should be thinking about that first.
Yalla.
Yalla.
I mean, let's be real. Salah's wanting you to walk on that treadmill, Chantal, because you are his cash cow. Yes, ma'am, you are his pay pig. He's depending on you for a paycheck, and he's probably looking at you getting bigger and bigger and bigger and having more trouble breathing and moving. And he's like, I don't want my piggy bank to break, so we got to stop her from getting bedbound, because if she's bedbound, I got to go out and get a job. So that's his main motivation, not because he cares about you as a person. He cares about continuing to get that paycheck.
Embarrassing people. Ugh.
Because she's on track. Okay, you know what? No, we're not doing Crazy Frog. I'm not listening to it. And she's talking about, I need music for the treadmill, right? She said that, and that's a lovely look. I have to have that look. Man, what is it with my freeze frames these days? I'm just, great look, Chantal. I like it. Stay right there. Don't move. It's right. Hold position. Thank you. Appreciated. What was I saying? Oh, I remember. You talk about you need music to go on the treadmill. Nobody tell her about the fact that there's copyright free music on YouTube that she could use for her workouts. I mean, there's copyright free music all over the place. And she knows that because she uses copyright free music to make her intros and outros and all that. She doesn't have to listen to Crazy Frog every time she goes on the treadmill. She can choose something else. No, we're not doing Crazy Frog. No, ma'am. No, we're getting past that part. We're getting past the treadmill part. Nope. I refuse to listen to Salat. Nope. Mm-mm. Okay, now I'm confused right here because when Salah made her walk to the beach, she was acting like, I can't move, I feel sick. But yet she's just fine here. Isn't she? Isn't that weird? No sign of sciatica at all. It's a miracle. Okay, is she done with the treadmill?
And kind and encouraging to me. Why am I going to swap that with people who are just nasty and clearly not in for my best interest, you know? They don't attack Goatsy. Please get over it. I've never seen any mod just come for someone who didn't deserve it, quite honestly.
Chantal, more than half the time, you're not paying attention to what your mods are doing. You're not keeping an eye on your chat. You've got your eyes on your plate and the food in front of you and stuffing your face. You are not on top of your mods and making sure that their wrench is not being abused.
Don't give up, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Teardrop.
A lot of people are saying about the mods, they're removing normal comments. Yeah, because they're abusing their wrench and Chantal's letting them get away with it.
I'm tired now. Yeah, we trolling for sure. Just don't attack people I care about, you know?
You don't care about your mods. Don't even act like you care about your mods, like they're personal friends with you. You don't care about them.
Roll against me all you want. I don't care. An incline. Yeah, I gotta start inclining. Never, yeah. Thank you, Tracy. I walked at 1.9 and then near the end I went up to 2.5, then down to 2.2.
Okay, moving on.
There was coleslaw, hardly even a cheat, right? I mean, there's veggies. I had 2 pieces. I mean, I think I could have just had one.
We're back to the food talk. I'm bored with that. Let's go.
Yeah, Habibi J. I have one marriage video, the courthouse marriage. Sellies. No, I see you. Hey, brave little biscuit.
You like that toy? I'm glad I got it for you at the cat cafe. Come on.
Okay. I'm just trying to get past all the food talk. And oh, she's about to eat the banana. You're a diabetic and bananas are high in sugar. You sure you should be doing that?
Bismillah. I'll have to check, Vampiro. I want to use my GoPro. I want to make better content for you guys. I'm
You don't need a GoPro to make better content for people. Just give a crap about your channel. Give a crap about your audience and stop catering to that 25% of people that just have a food fetish that pay you for content off of YouTube. That's all you got to do. You didn't need to buy the GoPro, and it doesn't make sense to buy the GoPro if you don't go anywhere. Why buy a GoPro if you make it your business not to go out? That makes no sense. That's like buying a drone and not leaving the house. You know, a lot of YouTubers, they buy drones, which are expensive, to get those beautiful aerial shots and to scope things out. But why buy something that you're probably not going to use? I don't understand.
Here to entertain you guys. I want
But you're not entertaining.
to be like a legit content creator. Like,
Well, it's been 8 years. So when exactly is the legit content creator part going to happen? It's not going to happen as long as you let your addictions rule you, Chantal. Do you understand? Because it's not Foodie Beauty making content for the channel. It's your addictions. Your addictions are making the content, not you. You're just the skin suit that the addictions are using as the face so they can make the content for you. They're in control of you. I mean, let's put that in the correct perspective. It's not you. It's your addictions making the content. It's your addictions telling you what to do and what content to make. You're all about making sure that they are happy, that they are fulfilled, that they are satisfied. And never once have I seen you put the brakes on and say to your addiction, screw you. I'm taking control of this thing. I haven't seen the fire in your belly to really put a stop to this. I've seen you leaning into what's wrong versus fixing it. I'm not seeing that spark of change in you. And that's why myself and others don't believe you when you say, I'm going to change this time. It's going to be different this time. Based on what? Based on what? What's the plan of attack? What's the blueprint? We're not seeing any. We hear empty promises. We don't see a blueprint that makes sense. We just see the same old behavior and hear the same old lies and the same old cycle over and over and over and over again. And it keeps turning, and it's turning faster and faster and faster. And you don't want to break it because you created the nearly perfect online addiction machine to feed and fund all of your obsessions and all of your addictions. And that machine and the enablers that fund that machine, it all is a safety net for you so you never hit the ground. You never hit the wall. You will never run out of money. You will never run out of means to make your addictions happy. You'll never have that wake up or coming to Jesus moment where you're like, I can't go any further. You'll never have it. You'll never have it at all. Because as long as the money and the means are there, you'll say, everything's fine. I'm not in trouble. I'm going to continue. You're already living with pain, but you're comfortable with it. And you're an extreme person. It's going to take something really extreme to break you out of it. You'd have to lose everything in order to find yourself again. But you're making sure you don't lose everything so you won't have to change.
but we're probably going to do a lot. Like, we're going to use that for vlogging. Excuse me. Fried food, I have to just realize it doesn't work for me, so. But what's weird is when I fry my own potatoes. Yeah, Finland is a lot. Yes, it can get cold there, I bet, Pia. You're from Finland, eh? When I fry my own potatoes, like with breakfast.
Talking about food, talking about food, talking about food. Shut up with the food talk.
So many memories. So many memories.
And there is a feeling like I have the feeling, and other people also have the feeling that even though she says she's not going home to Canada for Christmas, she probably will. She'll go home for Christmas if for any other reason, because she can go home to Canada and get access to the green, and she gets gifts from her family. Like, she'll go home and visit. She will, because she wants the green, and she wants all the stuff the family are going to give her. She'll go.
Yeah. They have crock pots, I think. I'm not going home for Christmas. No way. I don't want
She
to do that
keeps
shit
saying
again.
that.
No. I hate that traveling. I hate it.
Hey, Salah, do you want Chantal gone? Here's how you do it, bro. I'll tell you exactly how to do it. Make things so uncomfortable in Kuwait for her that she just gives up the ghost. Don't let her get uncomfortable and doing nothing and gaining more weight and eating all kinds of takeout. Don't let her create that comfortable, safe space for herself. That safe space of addiction. Take it away from her. Be on her behind, eating healthy, being on the treadmill. Make it to where it's not comfortable anymore. Maybe then she might go home.
It's so hard. I wish if there was a direct flight. Yeah, she does, Maddie. When we moved to the place she's at now, we were um I was I don't remember how old I was, maybe 7, 8, and maybe younger than that. No, about 7 probably. 8, something like that. And they bought it, and
Telling childhood stories. Who cares?
you know. But Kuwait is really, honestly, it's a really, really, really chill country. Um, Safe. Cost of living is decent.
So basically, what you're saying is you're so broke you can't even afford your home country. I believe that. I mean, I don't think she has the money to set up housekeeping, like finding somebody to rent from first and last month's, security deposit, pet deposit, you know, taxes, whatever, turning on utilities. It's a lot of money. I don't think she has that anymore. Sad.
So
And that's one of the main motivators why she won't leave Kuwait, is because when she left Canada, she pulled up all roots. She let go of her plan B. She let it all go so she could trap Salah with her. And now that he's trapped with her, she's given herself no way out to go back home. She doesn't have the money set aside that if she wants to go back to Canada and set up herself, she doesn't have it. She's eaten it all.
cool. Something to consider, page 5. Depends what I mean, if you want to rent like a nice villa, like a really modern, poshy villa, yeah, it'll cost you. Or if you want to, you know, Gulf Street. If you want to rent on Gulf Street, yeah, it'll cost you. Or Salmia. So, thank you. It is comfy. But it is.
Salah, I don't know what she's promised you, but if you think you're gonna get to Canada because of her, dude, give it up. It ain't happening. She's got bad credit. She's got 2 bankruptcies on her record. She has no money saved up. I mean, what do you think is gonna happen? If she's lying to you, she's lying to you to keep you around her. You'll figure it out. You will. You'll figure it out.
Cheaper than the West right now, yeah. Hey, Penny. Costco. I'm definitely shopping at Costco if I ever go. On
No, you won't. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you're not going to shop at Costco, because you're cheap. Mama, I used to shop at Costco. I had a Costco membership. It ain't a cheap place to shop. It's not. It is not. It's kind of expensive. No, you're not going to shop at Costco. You ain't got Costco money.
a scooter just because. No, I don't want to take it away from someone. I really needed it then. I was really out of shape. And you know what? Costco is really huge.
Yep. And there's lots of people and there are lines. I mean, Costco is a great place to shop, but usually people go there to buy in bulk. But if you're just one person, do you really need to buy in bulk? Not really. You'll always buy more than what you actually need and what you'll actually use, which is one of the main reasons why I stopped going to Costco. But they got a lot of great stuff. It's just, but it's not cheap, It's just Costco's not a cheap place to shop.
Mushmouth? You could wear capris and t-shirt. Yeah, you can wear what you want pretty much. Hey, you. Hello. Not like a see-through dress or anything in public, but they are unavoidable in Thailand. It's so busy in a different way. That's true. Costco is a trigger. Honestly, it is. They have so many.
It's not like she would go to Costco for groceries anyway. She doesn't do groceries. She does takeout. If there was a Costco of fast food restaurants, she'd go there, but she would never go to a Costco for groceries. She doesn't do regular food.
So that's really high in the States. The street in front of your apartment is pretty hectic. Yeah. The traffic, it can be, yeah. But it's not like always. I don't know. 5,000 a month to rent a house in Vancouver.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's like someone's entire salary, monthly salary. There you go. So you'd have to make about 10K a month just to live comfortably. Don't block me on my trigger.
Yeah, and the way the rent is now, whenever you rent somewhere, this is just a ridiculous rule, but it is a rule. Like whatever the rent is, you have to prove that you make between 2 to 3 times the amount of the rent before they'll accept you. So she might fail on that front as well.
You're on, bees. It did snow there. The end of the world. Yeah, teardrop for sure. Yeah, we see boats on the ocean usually every day. I had to check if the skinny wife was cheating, yo, mom. Oh, that's hilarious. I saw your stream about that. Scabadoodle. Saying that because you
Bringing up Yaba again. Why? It has her, whatever's going on with her has nothing to do with you in your health journey, Chantal. Has no bearing, has no influence. Why bring her up?
Such a stupid thing. Talking about you liking fat women, and when she who is she does she not realize she's fat? But she the way she talks about other fat people on the internet, it's like she doesn't own a mirror in her house. Like, maybe you shouldn't have bought that expensive dog that you named after your pedo ex.
Why are you bringing that up? Why are you going for the low blows, Chantal? It's not necessary. It is not necessary. I mean, if you want to go low, we can go low all day, Big Mama. We can go low. You want to go low? I'm sure Miss Yaba can speak for herself. I mean, she's very good at it. But if we're going to go low, let's talk about your former mod. You know, Karate Joe, what was he convicted of? He was a PDF file convicted. And you were talking to him on the personal. He had your phone number. And when it was found out what he did, you weren't shocked at all. As a matter of fact, you sympathized with him and said, oh, he served his time to society. You were sympathizing with a PDF file. And let's also bring up Pete's. Let's bring his name up because he had some funny ways too, meaning he wrote great fiction, which you also knew about. Didn't bother you none. And we know about Salah and his little habit. You put some very interesting people around you, Chantal. So before you start pointing a finger, talking about other people's stuff, you better take note of the 3 fingers pointed back at you over there sympathizing with a PDF file who was your mod, that you said was your internet husband, who was also a feedie. Don't make me get started on you, Chantal.
And bought an expensive mirror because you certainly need one. You certainly need one. I don't know, Sophie. I really don't. YouTube is strange. GoFundMe, yeah. Babe. She literally might not own one. I really. Carolina, I always see you dumbfounded in the comments.
You know what, Chantal? You could go off on FFG, on Yaba, on whoever you want, on whatever you like. You can go off all day, all night, all year. You're just projecting your self-loathing and your self-hate on people that don't give a crap. And all of that self-loathing and self-hate of which you are filled to the brim with, none of that projecting is doing you any good. It's not solving your problems. It's not bringing about a happy marriage. It's not making Salah love you or desire you or be closer to you. Your life is sad and pathetic. And the beautiful part is that that is how you designed it. Every single detail is of your own design, was come by your own hand. Every brick you laid into place. You built the tower of misery and despair that you now live in. And I don't know if you notice, but the bottom of that tower, it was built on quicksand. And the stones are starting to crumble. You're all the way at the top, so you don't notice what's going on underneath you. But everything is starting to come undone. You're closing your eyes because you don't want to pay attention, but it's happening. You feel the vibrations underneath, but you're just putting everything on ignore. And you're not going to notice it until it's too late. But in the meantime, you think you're above everybody else. You're in your tower looking down, looking at everybody else, including your beezers, as being peasants. We're all a bunch of peasants because we have normal lives and we cook our meals and we don't order takeout every day. And your life is so much better. Is it really, though? Are you ordering takeout because you got a bunch of money? Or are you ordering takeout because you're too embarrassed to go out and be around people? Because you're housebound? Are you projecting this image of my life is better than yours when deep down you know that's not true? You're hating on a life that you cannot live because you chose not to live it. You're mad at people that can go out and go to the beach and do normal things and be around other people and be just simply happy. You're hating on all of that because you don't know how to be happy. You don't want to be happy. You want to live in your fantasy world. But that fantasy world doesn't feel good anymore, does it? It's starting to hurt. It's starting to hurt a lot. But you'll never admit it. You'll keep that mask on until it breaks. And that is your choice. That is your choice, Chantal. Nobody can stop you.
Comments like, it's unreal. Yeah, it's unreal for sure. Do you think there's any cheese left? My least favorite YouTuber? I don't know. I don't think of that stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? We got 16 minutes left before she's completely done. I think we'll end it here. What do you guys think? We don't have to drag out every single minute. We can just end it here. I saw that she posted something else. I'm going to go have a look at it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.